Well, a very, very warm welcome to you on what is, of course, a truly special day in this part of the world. It is Derby Day, a rivalry so deeply entrenched into the history of sport in this land. It divides opinions, it divides families, it divides just about anything that can be divided. The game itself lasts just 90 minutes, but its repercussions can be felt for months and years ahead. The Emirates Stadium in all its glorious modernity, this symbol of new Arsenal, the Arsenal of the 21st century. Well, it's a friendly in theory, but we are expecting this to be fiercely contested.
Well, I think we know what we're in for, whatever the circumstances that exist when these two meet. Losing really isn't an option, making this another intense, feisty clash, which should keep everyone on edge. The fans are more nervous than the players, to me, confirming an atmosphere of angst. Try telling them there's nothing riding on this.
The action has already started. Who do you think this turns on, Jim? Ozil! Just off target.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Conte. Raspilicueta. Hello and welcome all as we wait for the start of a match amongst the most anticipated fixtures over the course of the entire season. A day certainly not for the faint-hearted. It is yet another edition of this long-standing conflict between two sides engaged in a never-ending rivalry. One that never has and never will lose its intensity, no matter what the context, no matter how many times these two clubs meet. The Emirates Stadium in all its glorious modernity, this symbol of new Arsenal, the Arsenal of the 21st century. Well, it's a friendly in theory, but we are expecting this to be fiercely contested.
Well, exhibition match sounds like an easy-ozy game of football, Peter, and a picture-perfect occasion until the word pride gets a mention. And it's like...
And the finish! What a wonderful goal!
Well, if that was their intention pre-match, let me tell you, it's worked out very nicely. I think for the skipper to chip in with a goal too is a bonus, but this game has already taken on a real attacking edge, and long may that continue. The invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
Chelsea didn't expect this, that's for sure. What can they do now? And here's Willian, gets the better of his man. Willian. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game.
Yeah, in truth there, it was carelessness and I think a little touch of panic, Peter. in that challenge. That usually leads to something unwanted.
Oh, what a save from Leno! That is quite remarkable.
You couldn't ask for a better opportunity to equalise, but now he'll feel like the opposition have just scored.
They've played it short. There are a few waiting for it. Gets wrestled off the ball. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Just brushed off the ball there. Aubameyang. Hector Bellerin. And here, Aubameyang! Sticks it away! And with the match still in its infancy, they are easing away.
Arsenal are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to
Hello and welcome all as we wait for the start of a match amongst the most anticipated fixtures over the course of the entire season. A day certainly not for the faint-hearted. It is yet another edition of this long-standing conflict between two sides engaged in a never-ending rivalry. One that never has and never will lose its intensity, no matter what the context, no matter how many times these two clubs meet. The Emirates Stadium in all its glorious modernity, this symbol of new Arsenal, the Arsenal of the 21st century. Well, they call this a friendly, but the crowd clearly doesn't think so, and nor in actual fact do we.
Well, I'm sitting here, Peter, thinking, is it possible for these two to meet under friendly circumstances? This exhibition match is...
Abraham! Goal!
That's the start dreams are made of, and that has to give them great confidence for what's to come.
That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. And here's Barrier! It's a goal! Arsenal are level. You look back on that goal.
Well, I thought once he got the first part of it right by getting his knee over the ball, it was always likely to be drilled very low, and so it proved.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
Hello and welcome all as we wait for the start of a match amongst the most anticipated fixtures over the course of the entire season. A day certainly not for the faint-hearted. It is yet another edition of this long-standing conflict between two sides engaged in a never-ending rivalry. One that never has and never will lose its intensity, no matter what the context, no matter how many times these two clubs meet. The Emirates awash with red and white, a sea of Arsenal, just as you would anticipate. Well, it's as friendly as it can be in the circumstances, but you feel the rivalry.
Well, in games of this nature, as a player, Peter, you only want to work as hard as demanded. You don't want to have to go at it full pelt. But when the opposition is what it is, all of that kind of goes out the window. The challenge here will ask more of you, and so both teams will wish to give more than they take. It's one of those games, Peter, where if the opposition increase their effort, you have to follow it.
They've got underway here pretty promptly.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim? Going for goal! Big moment! Massive goal!
What a start, and what a contribution from the main man. I had a feeling he might do something, given his reputation, but to do it like that, absolutely brilliant. I wasn't expecting that.
Arsenal are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.